investigation is getting results on Capitol Hill. Active duty soldiers like Green Beret Richard Stayskal are one step closer to being compensated when they are victims of military medical malpractice. Stayskal has been fighting for the right to sue the government after doctors misdiagnosed his lung cancer as pneumonia.
Fox 46's Matt Grant has new details on the historic provision and is in Washington, D.C., where Stayskal is being called an American hero.
We're here in Washington, where we spent the day on Capitol Hill following around Sergeant First Class Richard Stayskal as he thanked lawmakers. We've been covering his journey for more than a year now, since the very beginning, and his fight to allow soldiers compensation when they're the victims of botched military medical care. This is a guy who took a bullet for his country, but found his toughest fight to be against the government's military health care system.
You've committed your life to serving this country. And here you are one more time.
Sergeant First Class Richard Stayskal is back on Capitol Hill, this time to thank the lawmakers who fought for him.
I'm just so happy for the Stayskal family, but for all of our service members who now can enjoy the same civil rights everybody else does.
We were there as Stayskal, his wife Megan, and attorney Natalie Kawam met with North Carolina Representative Richard Hudson and once again walked the halls of Congress, which have become something of a second home over the past year.
Unbelievably proud. Just his determination, his drive, his work ethic, it just shines through in this moment.
No longer lobbying, but instead celebrating a day after the House passed a measure stemming from a series of Fox 46 investigations that will allocate $400 million over the next decade to pay out military medical malpractice claims, something currently prevented under a 1950 Supreme Court ruling.
It is a Christmas miracle that this legislation was included in the National Defense Authorization Act.
Our investigations into Stayskal's botched care when military doctors misdiagnosed his lung cancer for pneumonia and his inability to hold anyone accountable struck a bipartisan nerve. Now a victory he hopes will improve care and help other soldiers who've been wrong.
Sometimes good things come out of terrible things, and this is just one of them. So I'm pretty excited right now.
Stayskal, who has stage 4 terminal lung cancer, tells me he plans to be back here again when the Senate votes on the NDAA as early as next week. It's expected to be signed into law before Christmas. In Washington, Matt Grant, Fox 46 Charlotte.